Hey guys, it's Woody here. Welcome back to NASCAR The Game segment for race 12 of 36. We're racing at Charlotte for the Coca-Cola 600. And look at that, I actually knew the name of the race. Well, that's because the Coca-Cola 600 brand name has been around for decades, and I can remember that. So, yeah. So let's look at the point standings. If anybody hasn't remembered, after what the hell was the last race? Darlington, yeah. I still have a pretty decent points lead. There's the top 9. Here are the top 12. You can follow along with your favorite fucking sexy ass drivers at home. If you like Logano, I'm gonna have to freaking disown you as a fan. Just kidding. God damn, that's fucked up. So, without further ado, let's get right into Charlotte and get this race going. Here's the weekend settings. The amount of champion difficulty. We're gonna lower it down to obviously 5%, because when I was doing the All-Star, the lowest was 20, and that was like 18 laps. So yeah, 20 laps, 110 square, caution, black flag is on, damage turn full. Same format as every race. We're gonna skip right into qualifying and then put in our setup here. Well, I mean I can't, because the game it breaks when I do that. Now obviously you sexy ass people at home actually explain to me why the engine just explodes and everything. So I love you guys. You're fucking amazing, because I didn't even think of that. So we're going to begin qualifying here and just go from there. Have my brake bias lowered to 48. Let's begin this qualifying lap. Yes, I do know that I can, lower the brake bias in the setup and all that, but I don't like doing that. I like the challenge of finicking around with my hands to lower it, so yeah. Off of turn 4 into the tri-oval. I'm not quite sure what my lap time will be. 22nd. And likely so, I'm about 3/10 off the pace, mainly because the tire fall off is insane on this game, and I end up getting 22nd. That's about where I expected to qualify, generally speaking. I did normally 3 practice runs, and the 3 qualifying attempts I got 17th, 20th, and 22nd? Or 21st. So, even though it's a little bit outside the average range, it's still plausible. So, let's look at the qualifying results here. Junior 14th, who is second in points. Truex 4th. Casey Kane on the pole. Kurt Busch in the shitmobile 9th. And my Mark Martin, wrinkly old son of a bitch, 10th place. So, let's get right into the freaking night race here. And hopefully my paint team doesn't change. A lot of you people in the comments picked up on that, and I didn't even think of that. So, I hope it doesn't change, because that would make no sense. But we'll see. Yeah, changed the paint schemes again. I don't know what's wrong with our sponsors, but obviously they don't like us to race that car in the race. They rather have us the power pack pudding shit. I don't know. So yeah, that's very weird. It happened again. Very weird. Let's begin this race. Pace car is now heading down pit road. This race will be about to beginning. I can't talk. And Casey Kane will lead us down to the green flag here for the start of this race. I'm going to really have to try to take my time, be careful, get ready, and go. Green flag's out. We are underway here at Charlotte for 20 laps for the longest race of the season. Will it be the longest video of the Let's Play? I have no freaking idea. It all depends on how the power of editing of future What If takes the behold the staff. Jesus, can't talk. So we're going to be very careful going it through. We're going to go a little bit wider, or on the outside line, more than what we normally do, or what you should probably do, unnormally do. God, getting off turn 4. Car's already has a little bit of scrapes on it, but it's okay. We're already up in the P17. Let's go down into 1, throw the car in there, just get by Marcus Ambrose, please. Oh God, I was so worried I was going to hit Stenhouse and his car was going to wobble all around and hit the outside wall and explosion, but that didn't happen, thankfully. I'm so scared, because I don't know how they're going to be. Like, look, 153 in the corners. Like, are you kidding me? Oh my God, I should have just went up high. And now they're kind of spreading out. Now, one thing to really worry about on this game is the AIs wrecking themselves, because it is it's horrible here at this track. Most of the times when I do these runs, almost 90% of the time, it'll be a lot of cautions, or there will be a caution at some point during it. Mainly because they wreck in the freaking either turn 3 or the straightaway. Just the tri-oval, I should be saying. Yeah, they like to wreck there. Makes no sense, right? You would think the tri-oval there wouldn't be so many accidents, but no. happens quite a bit because they like to slam on the brakes, drift up the track, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. We're already up in the 9th already as it is. Now it's just time to run down these guys one by one and make our way to the front. Oh shit, I forgot my frickin' brake bias is lowered. I forgot. God damn it. Luckily I'm all by myself now, so I can just lower it all the way down to 48, and the frickin' thing reset it. I hate it when it just randomly disappears like that. I like how they can't even do the simplest of fucking task on this game without it fucking up somehow. There we go, finally lowered it down to what, 48? I think it's the lowest it is at this track. And there's a caution, Daryl, and that came out fast. Holy shit. Something happened to Ambrose and McMurray. Ambrose came up the track in the Junior and Montoya, and they're dead, and that's it. I don't really know anything else other than McMurray and Ambrose wrecking, but yeah. So we're in 9th right now. I'm kind of curious. Okay, one person will hit. The actions on the screen are happening much faster than I can even freaking talk. My God. Sam Horsch is 10th. Junior, surprisingly, after dying, is only in 12th. Alright, I think it was probably 17th, but people pitted and track position was lost and all that, so yeah. Pace cars down pit road yet again, and looks like Casey Kane will still lead us down to the green flag. I thought maybe he pitted. Obviously, I looked who the fuck was in front of me, and I knew it wasn't Kane. And the green flag is back out yet again. Now, since the field is more bunched up, the odds of us getting to the front and likely winning, even though we're already up at the front, but likely winning is more of a possibility in this game. Oh God, I mean this race, what the fuck. So, we're just going to try to take it up on the outside pretty cautiously like we've done in the past. Right around here, try not to hit the wall. Oh God, we're getting really close to that wall. Alright, you fly off of 4. Oh God, Truex, no! No, Truex! I got such a run off of 4 and I ducked down low and he like blocked, and then I got in the back of him, and man, that is almost just the definition of bad luck Truex. It's horrible. Goddamn, why did he have to block? But now we're at 4th place after all that. I clipped the apron like a bum, and now it's just time to run down Tony Stewart for 3rd. A couple laps went by and I've gained on Stewart just a little bit. I think mainly just the tire falloff is starting to get a little bit more extreme, and also I think the car is generally loose because of the lowering of the brake bias, which I like. I like a loose race car than a tight one. So, I don't know, but as soon as I'm saying that, we're already catching Stewart. But it's been a very slow and gradual thing over time. It's just very consistent. Ooh, oh my God, that was close to the outside wall. But it just got to be consistent lap after lap and not really make any mistakes just in order to get to him. And because of that mistake going into 1, nearly hitting the wall, we lost a little bit of time, but we're about maybe 3 to 2 tenths up to him. I think getting to Stewart is possible. I don't know if this race keeps going, because we only have 6 laps left to go, but if it keeps going like this, we'll even be in a position to win. Normally in the practice runs I've done very well, but it's only because the lap traffic near the end of the race has really helped me to win one, which seems to be a running theme in this entire season, is the leader catching lap down cars, and then they just can't get around them, and then I just get by them and win. The same thing happened at Phoenix, and it happened at Richmond as well, so really got to be careful with that. And now we're about to get by Stewart going in the 1. We clear him. Now we're in 3rd place, and it's time to run down Hamlin. He's only about 2 or so tenths ahead of me, and I'm assuming Kane is like that as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the last couple laps of this race will play out, because if nothing happens, nothing stupid happens, and this race just plays out organically, this should be interesting. Already we're about to pass Hamlin for 2nd, and we clear him getting into 1. We do just enough. And now we're in 2nd spot, only 2 or so tenths behind Kane, so it will be only a matter of time until we can get by Kane. It seems like right off of 4, I get such a just good bite off the corner. It's enough to carry it all the way down to the straightaway and going into 1. And as soon as I say that, I get in this draft and I fuck up all at the same time. Lost a little bit of ground to him. Please don't choke with it. I mean, you can make a mistake right now, but don't fucking choke, because this is a prime opportunity to win a race. And also the tire fall off is starting to get more and more extreme as this race goes on, and wow, we are almost going to catch down these lap down cars. Like, they must have been like in a couple of near accidents or something, because they are so far apart from pack in general. Oh god, getting sideways a little bit. Gotta be really careful with that. So now we only have 2 laps left to go. I'm getting a little bit nervous now because I don't know if I can catch Kane. I mean, I know I have the car to, but I just gotta really not make any sort of mistakes. Even clipping that apron going into 1, it can hinder us so freaking much. Now we're actually making these corners like a normal human being. I think it's turn 3 sometimes you can throw me out, because you really have to hit it just the right way in order to gain a lot of ground. Like if you clip the apron, you're fucked. So yeah, that's what happens. And right there, I get such a very good bite off of 4. White flags out, final lap here at Charlotte in the Coca-Cola 600. And I'm right next to Kane. We're side by side going into 1. I slide up the track just a tiny bit. But now, we're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. And hopefully, I can execute this corner appropriately. We're pushing Kane up a little bit up the track just to get a decent corner entry, and heading off of 4, get by him successfully, and I win the race. Casey Kane is wiggling all behind him. He's probably mad because he realized that I fucking won. It was mine. It was mine. So, so it's time to do our Davey Quickie tribute. 1 lap around the track in celebration of the badass that is Alan Kwiecki. I don't go fuck burnouts. I don't want to do burnout. 1 lap around the track. That race was more intense than I initially thought it would have been. I really didn't think that would have turned out to be like a last lap pass. Because in the practice runs I did 3. And a lot of them was just mainly the leader catching lap traffic with like 2 or 3 to go. And I just kept by him. Here that wasn't the case because the caution did come out. And even though I was 9th, I really thought I could have got to the front way quicker. So the AIs did provide me a little bit more of a challenge than I thought. So that was refreshing. So I end up getting this win. I think this is my 5th win of the season out of 12 races. So a little bit under 50%, maybe 45 or 40. I'm sure somebody at home can go on that percentage calculator thing and know the exact fucking estimate. And be like, and what if it's this percentage? So yeah. So we're going to view the results here. Kane gets 2nd. Truex got 6th after me nearly just pile driving his ass. He gets 6th, so he didn't lose too much ground. He might have gotten 5th if that never happened. But Mark 9th and Kurt 10th. Holy shit. They didn't lose that much ground. Casey Mears 13th. It probably was because of them pitting and everything. Junior, who started 12th in that final, I guess you can say final restart, ends up getting 17th. Schwarnish 18th. Yeah, looks like we're going to gain a substantial amount in the points yet again. But after this race, let's check out the points and see where everything stacks up after Charlotte. After being 1/3 through the season, being completely over with, let's check out the points. I still have, Jesus Christ, like an 82-point lead? Jesus Christ. But Junior did tank a lot in this race. He got 17th. So that's probably why. Jimmy gained 1 more spot. Edwards went up 1. Kenseth went down. Hamlin gained 2 spots. I think he got like a top 5, top 10, so he did well. Brad stabilized in 7th. Looks like 1st through 7th could change quite a bit. And then after that, it's almost like a 20-point gap between 8th on back. Truex, after a good finish, gets 9th in points. Harvick 10th. Stewart is now 12th. But I'm sure because of Kane and freaking Ambrose's win, they'll probably be in the wild card spots. So yeah, but that's the overall point standings. It's looking to be like a rather interesting points battle for the top 12 at least. So that's cute. So next race will be at Dover for the Autism Speaks 400. I think that's what it was called back then. I can't remember. So yeah, looking forward to Dover. It'll be interesting. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You stuck around to the end of the video. That's awesome. Like I always say, I do appreciate the love, feedback, and support all of you guys give me in the comment section below, and as well as liking this video because it helps me out a lot in the long run. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. I hope all of you have a good day, and I can't get my outro right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.